Denver 7 On Demand is brought to you by Ferguson and BAC Appliance Center, the best in bath, kitchen, and lighting for your home.
Hi there, I'm Ann Trujillo with the latest from Denver 7, the First Alert Weather Team. Tracking today's winter storm, take a look at this video from Littleton as snow came down, making for some challenging driving conditions. And Lakewood saw some of the higher snowfall totals in the metro. You can see the plows clearing and treating the roads out there. Now, if you or anyone you know plans to drive the Palmer Divide, you will want to take that slowly. Our crews got this video earlier today showing some low visibility and definitely some slushy conditions for drivers. And now take a look at this time-lapse video as aircraft de-iced prior to takeoff out of DIA. Usually takes the airport 15 to 20 minutes to clear ice off an aircraft. The airport's saying rain or snow, they'll work their hardest to get you where you need to go. And this video also coming in from the airport. You can see just how much precipitation they've gotten by looking behind the engine as that plane taxied to its gate.
It's a First Alert Action Day that will end after midnight tonight. Tomorrow, temperatures in the upper 30s. Can't rule out a few flurries early in the morning. And then we'll have some nice conditions over the next few days. Highs warming up day after day. We'll hit 48 degrees on Monday, 50 on Tuesday, and sticking around 50 degrees as we head toward the end of next week.
Thank you, Stacy. And developing right now, a Metro mom arrested, accused of stealing thousands of dollars from an elementary school. Court paperwork shows she used the money to pay for a spring break trip and Christmas for her family. Denver 7's Lance Hernandez is getting answers in this Contact 7 investigation.
If it's going to impact my granddaughter's education, then I'm very upset about it.
Parents and grandparents at Village East Elementary are not happy to learn this woman is being charged with stealing $21,000 from their school's parent-teacher community organization.
You know, I thought it was a good school and things were going good. She's getting good education, but if that kind of stuff is happening, then that's very unsettling.
This affidavit alleges Ashley Ann Green made numerous ATM withdrawals, wrote several checks to herself, and failed to pay bills related to fundraising operations. What did she spend the money on? Everything from chocolate to personal water bills to meals at Lobster Me Grand inside the Venetian Hotel in Las Vegas. This bank statement outlines her spending on one Las Vegas trip. It includes a counter check written for $1,100.
Lance with Channel 7.
We went to her house to see if she gambled it away. Her husband answered and said she wasn't home. I left a business card and asked if he'd have her call me back. The principal at Village East says he suspended the PTCO immediately after learning about the money issues. District spokeswoman Abby Smith called the alleged embezzlement very unfortunate. She said it means there is far less money to purchase valuable learning tools.
So the money is often used for things like purchasing technology, so that can be computers or cameras. It can be used for all kinds of things, really. Reading programs, field trips, gym equipment, teacher appreciation.
Green has been charged with theft. An advisement date has not yet been set. Lance Hernandez, Denver 7.
Our Colorado has seen a lot of farmland gobbled up by development. So when a Fort Collins developer promised a farm as part of the development, well, some home buyers were as happy as a pig in mud. But as Denver 7's Russell Haythorne shows us, those same homeowners are now left without a row to hoe.
Our passion to preserve the historic buildings.
The Campana family set out to build nothing short of a world-class neighborhood.
It was a boldly conceived vision.
Even incorporating.
These are fresh eggs that the chicken just now laid.
The old homestead and Jessup Farm into their design.
It's the first cattle ranch in Fort Collins.
What were once barns and stables are now a restaurant that uses those fresh eggs. A barber shop, even a brewery.
The very first neighborhood meeting, and people saying, "You're putting a brewery in our neighborhood? There goes the home values."
And now, in Bucking Horse's final phase, a new controversy.
I feel like we've been had a little bit.
This open space was supposed to be a neighborhood farm, something Rachel Smith was thrilled about.
We don't really have a lot of room, as you can see, to do like gardening or have things at your own house, so I thought it would be great.
But now, the idea of a farm has been put out to pasture.
Some things work and some things don't work. We're now proposing a child care facility.
Which really gets the goat of Smith.
I am concerned with just any commercial enterprise going in where there was supposed to be a community amenity.
The developer says the farm and farm committee got little love.
We've had 2 families volunteer for that. Not enough, especially considering the neighborhood has 1,100 dwelling units.
Child care, on the other hand, is sorely needed.
The Chamber of Commerce has identified it as a critical need as well for attracting employers to our community.
From farm to tabled, at least for now.
I understand whenever there's change in a plan, there's uneasiness associated with that.
I didn't move here to fight with people, but I do feel like it's something that we want to stand up for.
In Fort Collins, Russell Haythorne, Denver 7.
And if you have a story you'd like for us to tell in our growing Colorado, good or bad, email us at ourco@thedenverchannel.com. You can also connect with us on our digital channels on Facebook and Twitter. Denver Public Schools and the Teachers Union continue contract talks as the current agreement expires next week. Teachers want higher pay and a simplified compensation system. The superintendent's office telling Denver 7 they agree the current system needs to be fixed and more money needs to be invested in their teachers. If an agreement is not reached by January 18th, teachers could vote to strike. New unemployment numbers released by the state when it comes to furloughed government workers. More than 1,600 claims have been filed. Most of the employees that make up that group are from the Department of Interior. The next two largest groups include the Department of Agriculture and the Department of Transportation. The Food Bank of the Rockies wanted to help out those who are affected by the government shutdown this Saturday. From 1 to 4 p.m., they'll be hosting a mobile food pantry at their warehouse located at 45th and Havana.
In addition to this mobile pantry, we have 45 sites that we regularly distribute food at during the month. So if that location doesn't work for somebody, or let's say they don't need it right now, but the shutdown goes longer, or they find themselves in a situation where they need a little help, any of our mobile pantries are open to the public.
And Food Bank of the Rockies stresses that the mobile food bank isn't just for furloughed employees. Anyone who needs help anytime is more than invited to get assistance there. And if you are a furloughed federal worker, we have a complete list of resources available to you on thedenverchannel.com, and we are updating that list daily. This has been your Denver 7 On Demand update. Thank you for joining us. Check back here later tonight for another update and download the Denver 7 app for breaking news and alerts. I'm Ann Trujillo.